Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge, sponsored by the ASL Club.
We have the latest on the Trump impeachment inquiry from the Speaker of the House.
And a North Texas teacher saves one of her students' lives.
Are there cooler temperatures ahead, or will it continue to be hot? I've got your weekend forecast.
These stories and student councils in studio to get us ready for homecoming, coming up on NHSTV Live. We begin this morning with an update on the Trump-Ukraine issue and the impeachment inquiry that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi indicated the House would open. As we mentioned yesterday, the whistleblower, who remains anonymous, indicated that he or she had no direct knowledge of the claims but were verified by the 6 government sources with the knowledge of the phone call where President Trump is accused of strong-arming a foreign leader for his own political gain. Speaker Pelosi addressed the impeachment inquiry this morning.
It is not the role of the president to shake down foreign leaders for his own political purpose, withholding taxpayer money to do so. There are some in our caucus who think, let's just have an impeachment. No, we have to have an inquiry to further establish the facts.
President Trump responded to the press yesterday, commenting on the House investigation and claims against him.
It's a disgrace to our country. It's another witch hunt. Here we go again. It's Adam Schiff and his crew making up stories and sitting there like pious, whatever you want to call them. It's just really a disgrace. It's a terrible thing for our country. They can't do any work. They're frozen, the Democrats. They're going to lose the election. They know it. That's why they're doing it.
Moving to local news, a Denton pre-K teacher, Taryn Hopes, saved one of her students' lives this week just by noticing she couldn't put her jacket on. She recognized that 5-year-old Gia Garza's arm was shaking violently as she struggled to get her jacket on. Mrs. Hopes knew something was off and immediately called Gia's mom. Soon after the phone call, Gia had an MRI where doctors discovered she had a brain tumor, and days later, she had surgery to remove it. Since Gia's surgery, she has learned to walk again and even walked at her pre-K graduation. She is having another MRI soon to make sure that she is still healthy and tumor-free.
Thanks, Ryan. Now, with some students still unsure about what a college experience will be like in the future, NHSTV reporter Patrick Smith gives us more information on how many Texans are getting a taste of post-high school life.
This year, even more blended classes have been added to our curriculum. This means that more and more students are taking blended classes. And some students are confused about what a blended class is.
Blended is half a virtual class and half face-to-face.
With blended classes, students don't have to be in class every day of the week. They only come to class 3 days a week. And on those 3 days, they do more hands-on stuff, while on the other 2 days, they can either go to the library or Java City area and work on an online assignment.
If they have first and 8th period blended class, then they can leave the campus. Like first period, they don't have to show up to class until 2nd period. And if they have 8th period, they can leave after 7th.
The blended classes are to help students get ready for college and be more independent and be able to work on their own.
It gives it really more of the college experience, especially with the AP class that is already supposed to be like a college class. You're not there every day with the teacher, and it also gets you a lot more used to using technology for your assignments.
There are many more blended classes other than AP Biology. If you're interested in taking a blended class, talk to your counselors about it. For NHSTV, this has been Patrick Smith.
Thanks, Patrick. Now we have some student council members in studio to talk about a fun twist being put into effect during your lunch. This is Stuco Corner.
Good morning, guys. I'm here with Stuka representatives Q, Mariah, and Rose. So what are you guys doing during lunches?
Every Friday we have Request a Song during all lunches where you can pay $2 and they'll play any song as long as it's school appropriate. And we also have a lot of very exciting things coming up, especially for homecoming week during lunches to make them more interesting.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So speaking of homecoming, what are we doing about that?
So we have a lot of stuff going on for homecoming. Ticket sales start next week at $15, and every week they're going to go up to $20, $30, and then $40 at the door. We have our dress up days. So that Monday we have no school. Tuesday is old school, dress like an old person. Wednesday is Decades Day, and Thursday is TikTok. So memes, TikTok on the clock, all of that stuff. And then Friday is, of course, Red Out. We have our dance and game the 18th and 19th of October. And then also you can contact Mrs. Woodard about hall decorations, parade floats, and selling at vendor booths during the parade/pep rally. And we also have a CD drive going on. So contact C. Woodard at NHSTV.org for that.
Okay, and then you just deliver the CDs to her room?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So if we want to be involved in Stuco, how do we do that?
You just go to, we have meetings every Monday after school from 5 to 7, and we have invest meetings on Wednesdays, and we need more members every day.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you guys so much for coming in. And this has been this week's edition of Stuco Corner.
Now fall has arrived, but its temperatures definitely have not. Your highs for this weekend are in the lower 90s with a slight chance of rain Saturday and Sunday with some isolated thunderstorms. But don't worry, your Friday game weather should be pretty clear. But bring a light jacket because your lows will be in the 70s. So make sure you're ready for the game tonight. That's all I've got for your weekend update, but make sure you come back on Monday and I'll have your weekend forecast.
Thanks, Ryan. Now to wrap up Deaf Awareness Week, here's an ASL member to teach us one last sign of the day.
Hi, my name is Alicia. The sign for today, Friday, is game. Thank you for signing with me.
Thanks, Alicia, for that perfect game day sign. Speaking of game day, Shelby's back in studio with more updates on what's happening in the world of Texan sports.
That's right, Ryan. Today our football team will face off against Fort Worth Southwest here at home. The game starts at 7 o'clock, so make sure you buy your tickets as soon as possible. Our Lady Texan volleyball team will also be playing tonight, but it will be over in the Colony, where they plan to take on the Cougars at 6:30. Our girls have had a pretty good season so far, so wish them luck as they play to keep it that way. Over the weekend, our cross-country teams will have a meet this Saturday where we wish them the best of luck. Northwest tennis team has their next match on Tuesday here at home. Now, it might not be as popular as football, but I'm sure our tennis team would really appreciate some support at their match. All right, you guys, I'll see you back here on Monday with a recap of all your Texan sports from this weekend.
On Monday, we'll see how a book from the 50s is predicting our future.
And more about how a class here on campus is finding a new way to light up the classroom.
Have a great weekend, Texans.
This has been NHSTV Live.